Welcome to Hypno News, our leading story tonight. Breaking news. In case you haven't seen it yet, there it is. There it is. Hypno World Magazine, Fall 2024. Your very own Grant Saunders, named as Hypnosis Entertainer of the Year, and I think cover model of the year too. What do you all think?
Model. There we go.
Cover model. Brilliant. I mean, it's a beautiful cover. It's the best cover this magazine has had so far. And I love the new name, Hypno World.
Yeah, I must admit, I love the new name. It's really a great way of launching the new name. And I must admit, it is good. But yeah, Dan and Heather do a fantastic job and we know how much work it takes to put content together for this show. So to put it together for a proper magazine,
Grant, I'm sending you over the link to the website. I don't think I can drop it in here, can I? Oh, or is the host chat okay? Can I do host chat? Yeah. No.
Okay. If you do it on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. Because here's the thing, guys. Not only can you subscribe, this is what I love about Dan. He's giving you all an opportunity to submit articles.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just amazing what this guy is doing for the industry. You know, you can go on his podcast and get some media credit there. You can write for his magazine. Just such great opportunities for us.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It gives you the opportunity to get your name out there, and to actually do good work.
Yeah. And that's going to look really good when you share that, that you've got an article in the magazine, and you can share with your peers. You'll add it to your resume.
Yeah, that's the thing I was telling you about. The great podcast that was coming out. It wasn't the one that I thought it was actually. It was Ross Jeffries.
Ross, he's doing one. Oh
yes,
I definitely want to listen to that.
Exactly. It's on sales and influence.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Ross Jeffries is a phenomenal person in the industry.
And if you know for his work from God, a couple decades ago at least. Yeah. You may not have a lot of respect for him, but I'll tell you what, to do what he did, you take a look at him. No offense. He could sell you anything. So
yeah. Well, that was the thing. He kind of, he was the founder of the kind of the PUA community and all of that. But even he said he didn't like where that went.
Yeah. There was one of the things that I remember watching one, and I was actually the guy that one of the guys that lived in, he goes by Tyler Durden. He went by that name in the Mystery House or something. One of the things that I loved about his is like his thing is not like be better than the mark or whatever, but just be a better person.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find. We're definitely live on Amazon, but I can't find us on Facebook.
Well, damn. Let's see. I mean, darn.
No. Oh no, that's a different one. That's last week's. Yeah, because we now have a little red circle around us if we were live.
Huh. Yeah, it's not coming through.
So we check on that tube of you. Oh, we're live on YouTube.
Okay.
So I'll copy the link from there.
Why don't we share? Oh, no. We are. Sean just commented. Oh, there we are. We're live. Wait. Oh, I see you posted it on last week's. Never mind.
Yeah.
So confused. Hey, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started while Grant goes and finds out. He's going to share that over to the Facebook page. So while we're chatting, did you see this magazine yet? Hey, head over to I believe it's, let me just make sure, hypnoworldmagazine.com. If you go over there, so Dan Goyette, he's the founder of the Michigan Conference, co-founder, Hypno World Magazine. He's the co-founder of the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, and he also does the Hypno Cafe podcast, and then now Hypno World Magazine. Go check it out. Subscribe. It's beautiful. It's not like some crappy magazine. It really is good quality. Lots of great articles in there. And there's a great article here. Michigan hypnotherapist found guilty of sexually assaulting female patients.
Yeah.
This is something great for you to check out, because here's what happens. When these stories get out there, then they make the news because it so rarely happens, and because it's a hypnotist that did it, then of course, oh my goodness, we're all afraid of the evil hypnotists. So you need to be ready for that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's so easy to make hypnosis look bad in the news. And it'd be so easy to not publish that as well. But I think it's important to get that news out there so we can get ahead of it as a community. We can address those concerns with the local newspaper, the press, or any kind of people involved in it. So yeah, it's good. It is good.
It is. It really is. And if the thing that always bugs me about those is there are far more police officers, doctors, dentists, teachers that commit these crimes, that go to jail for these kind of crimes. But what do we hear about? The hypnotists. And so everybody's afraid of hypnotists, but they're not afraid of the dentist. They're not afraid of their doctor. It's a curse of the business, guys. That's the way it goes.
Yeah. So yeah, it's weird because it's in all the trainings there is the constraints about what you can and can't do. But I think that's also the scarcity mindset when people are putting on courses and not really kind of vetting the people that join at those courses.
You are absolutely right. Kevin Lapine made a point about some of the speakers that show up on some of these conferences actually have some pretty serious allegations against them, and some of them have some actual convictions.
Yeah.
So something to make careful of. Yeah.
Whilst we're on here and we're talking about products, I'll show you this. This is my Rode NT microphone. So this is like a USB. I'll say a travel mic, but it's my go-to one. It's basically like a little brick. It's so sturdy. I can throw it in the travel case and it is good to go. It's USB C on the back, and it's got a little headphone, and you got gains on the front there as well that you can see. But the sound quality, I probably won't be that good because I've just done the back to it, but the sound quality on it is really great. And you get the little Rode branding on the top there as well. So it's a great microphone to kind of showcase what you're doing. If you're seeing clients on Zoom or anything like that, this is great for that. And again, also great for recording MP3 sessions when you're seeing your clients, or if you want to record some stuff and then sell that as an MP3 later on. It's a great tool for that. So that's the Rode NT Mini. What's cool with this is you can get 4 of these and put them into a USB hub, and it works like a mini Rodecaster. So yeah, great bit of kit.
Nice.
Oh. There you go.
Good stuff. I love the Rode stuff. It's always good.
I do like the Rode stuff. I've got the Rode arm here. Which I was wiring in, but I didn't have time earlier, so I didn't.
Gotcha.
But no, I think it's with a lot of the equipment, especially for hypnotherapists, when we're setting up to see clients and stuff, you can go with the cheaper option to get stuff done. But I do think in the long run, spend a few extra dollars, get yourself a good microphone, get yourself the right bit of kit, it will pay dividends, because the last thing you want, excuse me, the last thing you want is halfway through a session, your microphone starts getting all crackly and not working properly.
Yeah. And if you're doing any kind of video, whether it's live or recorded, quality matters, and it really kind of reflects either positively or poorly. I don't even know if people necessarily notice the positive, but they'll notice the poor.
Oh yeah, poor. Absolutely. No yawning. Sorry, Joanna. Yes. I literally was at an event yesterday. After that event, I had to go travel down for a show, finish the show, drove all the way back home with all the closed motorways. So I think I'm currently running on about 3 hours of sleep, which is
and isn't it about 3 a.m. there now?
It's coming up to 2 a.m. now.
Oh, good Lord. Wow.
Yeah.
We should do these earlier.
It's a good time, is this though? Weirdly, my plan was, because I've got a nice leather sofa in the office here, so my plan was to get a bit of a nap on the sofa and then do the stream. But you know what it's like, you get caught up in a project and then you can't finish it, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, it's that time already. Yes, Joanna, sleep is a good idea. It is a good idea. I've heard of it. Yes.
Joanna, did you join? You're just not joining us. Did you know that Grant is a cover model? Just want to make sure everybody sees that.
There we go.
Cover model, everybody. Hypno World Magazine, Hypnosis Entertainer of the Year.
Yay.
Yes.
Which year, though?
Oh, good point. It says fall 2024.
Yeah.
Does it go all the way around, or is it 2024 or is it 2025?
Well, the certificate says 2025.
Ah, okay.
So I was quite pleased about that, because I kind of thought, there's not much left of the year, but it's for 2025. So yeah.
Great.
Well, Joanna says, I don't doubt it. Oh, thank you very much, Joanna. Loving the profile picture, by the way. Purple butterflies, pumpkins, and ghosts as well.
Ooh.
Are you a big Halloween celebrator, Jim?
I'm not. I'm really not. I feel uncomfortable dressing up as an adult. So
yeah.
How about you?
I quite like it as of all the holidays. I quite like Halloween.
All right.
So in the past, I've worn some ridiculous outfits. Now I try and be a little bit more subtle.
So is it a very big deal at all over there?
It's getting bigger. It's one of the things, as with a lot of things, we inherit it from you guys. It used to be like a one-night thing, and now it's becoming more of a bigger thing now. So John says no hypnosis needed. Yes, absolutely.
How about you, Joanna? Are you where are you located? Is it a big deal where you're at? Halloween? Yeah, I'm sort of this, and people don't believe me because I'm on stage a lot, but like if I'm not in control on a stage, I don't want people looking at me.
No, I totally get that, actually.
Yeah, I don't like to draw attention to myself, and so that's kind of where I'm at with that.
My funnest was before my hubby passed. We were Dog and Beth from Boat Hunters. Oh, cool!
Whoa, fun!
That is a cool outfit.
Right on. Right on.
TN USA, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Cool. See, look, I'm getting it.
Wow.
Although for the stream we did earlier, I got the time wrong 3 times. Saying this message, what time is it? I went, it is 5 p.m. Eastern. And then I'm like, no, it's 5 p.m. Pacific. And then Sadie's messaged me back and went, no, it's 4 p.m. Pacific. Cool. When do the clocks go back over there?
Oh, Lord, I don't even know. I think sometime, is it next month, November?
It's got to be coming up soon.
They'll let us know. That's when it gets really, it gets crazy here too for me, because I do shows and stuff, and I do events and work with clients a lot down in Arizona. They don't do the time change, thank God. Like, apparently they don't have to.
Wow.
And so
that's how it should be.
Exactly. They don't do the time change, but then we do here in the Northwest, Seattle, Washington. And so then it's really screwed up, because now we're on a different time zone. It's funky.
Yeah. Joanna says soon. 8 p.m. EST.
Gotcha. Yep.
It should just be one time across the whole world.
You know, there is something.
Meantime.
There is something like it's called Universal. Sean told me it's actually there you go. Dressing up or dressing for success. What's that mean? Huh.
Do you know what? I think that's probably one of the most important tips for success.
Yeah.
Dressing the part. Absolutely.
It's the whole acting as if thing. You know, if you act successful, you do all the things a successful person would do. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick product whilst we're here as well. I've got it there. I've not got it plugged in because again I didn't have time. But this is one of my favourite bits of kit. That's the Rode Procaster. I do not use this to half or a third of its capabilities, but it comes in really handy at kind of live streaming events that I do. So I was live streaming a conference this week, and again, all the speakers went through that. It's a great bit of kit. I've got myself an ABS flight case to put it in there, so that looks the part when we're doing it as well. I was just realised I was showing the thing to the wrong camera, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, getting a mixer for your sound is really important because it gives you that control. It gives you the ability to add effects. You can get the in-ear monitor so you can check your levels whilst you're live as well. It's a great bit of kit. You don't have to spend that type of money, but as I was saying to Jim earlier, for me, it's important that if you're going to buy something, you know, buy cheap, buy twice, so they say. If you're going to buy something, invest a little bit of money in it and get the right tool for the right job for you. So that's the Rodecaster Pro 2. Great bit of kit. A little bit expensive, but definitely worth its weight once you get serious about your podcasting and your streaming and stuff.
And, you know, Grant, I was actually going to ask you about this anyway. Great time to ask about it. For anybody who's watching, maybe they want to know also, because, you know, I was very jealous of Amanda winning that stream, whatever it's called. It's not as big as that one, but you know, what's it called? What's it called again? I forgot.
It's a Rodecaster.
Yeah. So, and then you got that thing there. Now, I was really jealous. I wanted that thing that Amanda won, but I didn't know why I wanted it. I know all the cool people have them. So tell me, because I was actually looking at some and going, maybe I should just go ahead and buy one. But as just a live streamer at home, I'm not going to live stream out in events like you do probably for a while, except for the summit maybe. But should I get one and why would I?
If it's you by yourself, the benefits to it is, especially if you're doing hypnosis through the screen, which I know you do with Hypnosis Heroes, great podcast. Right. So on the back here, there's 4 outputs. Mm-hmm. So you can put monitors in there and you can check the volume on there. So when you're doing your hypnosis through the screen, you could have a sound bed playing in the background, and then you could have your vocals going over the top of that. On these buttons here, these all light up, but all of those can be a different sound effect. So you could actually add your intro to your show on there, like welcome to Hypnosis Heroes on the press of a button. You can add canned applause and a few things like that, which kind of add to the production value to it as well.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting is you've got the 4 inputs here. So if you're doing a podcast, you've got 4 different people with 4 different microphones. Where this particular unit comes in handy, where it's clever, is if you were in a studio and round a table and there was 4 people with 4 different microphones, there's also 4 monitors, so 4 different people can listen to the monitors, and you can actually communicate between each other without it going out on the stream.
Oh.
So 4 people could be talking, and whilst, you know, me and you are not going broadcasting, we can speak to each other. But for you by yourself, probably not needed. But adding those sound effects will really help. You could change one of those inputs into being a phone input. And so what you could then do is you could have people call in like a radio show.
Oh.
Yes, and no one's doing that at the moment.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And again, it's just adding that extra level on there
Yeah.
where you can literally have a callers call in and speak on there as well. So
Yeah.
again, it just adds that extra level. So yeah, if it's a solo person in a studio, it is a bit overkill. You can get some of those features done a lot easier as well on other things. But I do think having a little mixer and a MIDI board where you can fire off sound effects and stuff just help.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
And there you all go. There you are.
I'll talk this about the product.
Ah, great.
This stuff when you're on the go is brilliant. It's a 400 calorie meal in a drink. They do various different flavors. I say I live on this stuff. I pretty much do live on this stuff. But when we're on the road, it is like you want to make sure that you're not filling up on junk food from the petrol station or the service station. So getting this, you get 26 vitamins and minerals, everything you need to kind of keep you on the go and healthy. It is low GI, low sugar. It's a really good meal replacement. So yeah.
It's such a great point too, because it's when you're on the road, that all that stuff seems so tempting. Stuff you would never look twice at.
Yeah.
Not only because they're unhealthy, but they're just gross, really, if you're thinking about it. But just having something like that there is like insurance. Really good to have.
Yeah. And your body craves like the sugars and the starches and the bad foods, especially when like you said, you shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah.
And that's a time when you need to make sure that you are covered.
I always have this thing too. After a show, I feel like I got to celebrate, and so it's
celebrate drinking food. Yeah,
exactly. So much better to just slam that down, and then of course, as soon as you've had something like that, or you've eaten something, you're like, oh, that other stuff doesn't sound good now, but it sure does right afterwards. Let's go grab some nachos or burritos or something.
I saw a talk on nutrition, and it put it in perspective. And they always kind of said every sitting you want to go for 400 calories, and then they brought out 400 calories in a bowl of fresh fruits and vegetables, and the bowl was overflowing with stuff. And then they've done 400 calories in sweets and chocolate, and it was tiny. And it's kind of like you're craving that stuff, you're eating it, you're overeating, and then you don't feel any better afterwards for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If I could just have a single serving of chocolate or a single serving of potato chips, no problem. But once you get started, it's hard to stop.
And the psychology is you kind of do that whole, I've broke the seal now.
Exactly.
So yeah. A great product is this.
Oh, wow. Now, do we need to go solo for this?
Yes.
I got you.
Here we go. This is Your Life Sucks, and here's how to fix it by the one and only Jim Kellner. You saw him here a minute ago. This is a great book. This is the hardback as well. I would highly recommend this. The texture on it feels lovely. It's really tactile. It's a good book. And I don't just say that because it's Jim. I say that, and I say this all the time. I was a bit nervous about reading it with Jim being a friend because you have that kind of element of what if it's no good. I picked it up and read all the way through it. It's a good read. There's no paragraphs of fillers in there or anything like that. Some great stories, some great kind of transferable skills that will really help you improve your life. If you're looking for a personal development book, this is the book for you. I love the branding on it as well, the red and the black. It's a good book. Even if you're not in the market for one, I don't know if you do this, but I do this. I like to buy books as gifts, as thank yous to business clients and friends. This is a perfect book for that. So yeah, Jim Kellner, Your Life Sucks, and here's how to fix it. It is a must for your personal development bookshelf.
Well, thank you, Grant. I appreciate it. Ta-da. right there.
Ah, you have one too. You have one too.
Yes. It's getting. I'm making some strides there. I've got to get on the phone. I got to call some bookshops. See if I can come out and do some readings.
Yeah. That's it. It's you are on your book tour now.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you take it with you to your shows?
I do. Yeah. I've been taking it to, and also event, and I went to an NGH event, and pretty much everybody there bought one, and
Nice.
and the thing is, they all know all this stuff, but of course, it's good to reread it. And then plus, you want to grab the book of your colleagues. Like I have a bunch of, I think I have all of Anna Margolina's books. She's written a half dozen, have those on your shelf. It's nice.
Yeah.
Right there.
And in the personal development world, I don't think there is anything new.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It's the stuff that you're told, you go, oh God, yeah, I need to do that. You know what you need to do. You just need someone to kind of remind you this is what you need to do. And that's what this stuff is good for.
And really, like if you go back and read the Stoics or back, reading Lao Tzu, all these guys, people going way, way back in all the cultures, they all said the same stuff.
Yeah.
We're just
do the work.
Yeah, do the work. That's
do the work.
The work is the shortcut, as we like to say here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I nearly said something funny then, but I stopped myself.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
This is our PG-13 thing that we do.
Yes.
You know what else? So we should talk about. This is what I was going to say. As far as podcasts, I've been on a bunch of podcasts, and I got to tell you, Dan, his one for Hypno Cafe was probably the best one I've been on. I've been on about a half a dozen so far since I started the online tour, and it was really well thought out. He definitely put in his homework. It was really a pleasure to talk to him about it.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to watch as well.
Thank you. We should let you all know that October 31st is the deadline for presenter applications for Hypno Thoughts. You want to get those in?
Yeah. Hypno Thoughts, the biggest hypnosis conference in the world at the Sahara Casino now. So, October the 31st, Halloween.
Yeah. We both also found out that we were accepted to the ICBCH conference in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's happening the weekend right after the Performing Hypnosis Summit. And it's a really good one for hypnotherapists because I don't think they have any performance stuff at all. I know Rich Guzzi's going to be, I think he's going to be there, but I don't think he teaches any performance stuff. I think he's talking marketing stuff. He'll probably do a show there, is my guess. He does that at a lot of Richard's stuff. So the schedule's already up for that. You can go to, I think it's subliminalscience.com.
Yeah.
So go check that out. Definitely. And like I always say, whatever Richard Nongard's doing, it's going to be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, a legend that's been in the industry for a very long time and doing great work.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
About time for you.
We have the Thailand retreat in March.
Oh, right. Yes.
I think we've got something we can show that.
Yeah, we just filmed a really nice little kind of promo for that with Salish Jawan, one of our guest instructors, and we'll be sharing that. Definitely check that out. It's incredibly affordable, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And then obviously we have the Performing Hypnosis Summit. I have to try and find it then. There we go. Yeah. That's in Vegas at the Gold Coast Casino. It's going to be epic. If you saw the images from last year, you'll know it was crazy. This year's going to be even better.
Yes, absolutely. What did we I don't know, have we mentioned that yet? We've got Tom Silver is going to be, we're doing a tribute to the legends of yesteryear. Funny, I was talking to Salish a couple days ago, and he goes, have you guys thought about doing some kind of an award for, a tribute to the guys of yesteryear, like Pat Collins and stuff? I'm like, Yes, we have.
Yes,
One of our
we
team
have.
has. Yeah. So we've got that scheduled. Tom Silver is going to be talking about Ormond McGill. He was personal friends with Ormond McGill. So that'll be fun. Be nice.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Tom Silver, I've looked up to him for years in this industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
And again, like I always say, this is your chance to actually shake a legend's hand. I mean, like Terry Stokes, these guys have been around for decades and they've done big things. And if you're especially if you're in the US, I don't know if the episodes got played over in the UK, but I mean, he was on all of these talk shows, these morning talk shows. Tom was, and he's got a bunch of. He was on a lot of other TV shows too. Like he did the same thing that Darren Brown did later, where it was like Assassin, where he was able to hypnotize somebody to shoot somebody.
Yeah, I remember that. It was fascinating.
Yeah. So interesting. And I thought that the people had to be conditioned over a long period of time. He's like, no, I had one day.
Yeah. Wow.
It's TV production. They don't want to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So one day. Wow.
Cool. Guys, thank you for joining us here at Hypno News. Yeah. You have to go through the list of all the different projects.
Right.
Hypno News join us every week where we kind of bring you the positive news about what's going on in the world of hypnosis.
Yes. Grant's going to go get some sleep. I'm going to head to the gym. And take care, everybody. Be well. Be awesome.
Be awesome. Take care.